doing it by yourself, like no weekends off. Like you're dealing with that little gremlin, like bloody hell, bro. So I've got nothing but respect, man.
It's not easy. It's not easy to be a full-time mum and work and do this and not complain as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Talking to all the amazing single mothers out there, man, I don't know, man. I just have more respect for them.
The first question I get asked is, right, you still sleeping with her?
All the time. I got that today.
when I-
Let's be real. Might sound a bit mad, but not all single mothers are good mothers. Like it might sound a bit, but it is true. Like fathers, not all fathers. We're amazing fathers, fam, but not all fathers are like us. Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to London Talks. I'm here with my bro Ty, and today's topic we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of being with a single mother. Well, a single parent for a girl. You know what? Certain things might relate to women with men as well, innit? I would say so. Certain things, like the pros and cons we're going to talk about now.
Or
like,
as in,
that switching it around. Women listening to this,
100%.
they will definitely kind of
100%.
take a few things if they have like a talking to a single father.
Yeah.
But let's start with what? What do we need to start with first? Pro or con?
Start with a pro.
Start off nice, yeah.
Start with a pro.
Oh yeah, first things first. Disclaimer. This is a male's perspective. You might not agree with what we're about to say. We're being very respectful. We will never degrade single mothers, nothing like that. If anything, me and Ty have a lot of respect for single mothers, but we're just, letting our opinion be known. And pro.
Understanding of the single parent situation. So what I mean when I say that is as in you can't always do stuff straight away. Do you know what I'm saying? Like let's say obviously we both got children and let's say we're talking to a girl. So I flipped it in it. But let's say we're talking to a girl and they want to do something with us. But obviously we have our child in it. And obviously some girls might start to get upset where it's like, oh, you're not making time for me. You know what I'm saying? Like you're always with your child, So if a girl has a child, they will be more understanding of your situation. So when they ask to do something and you're like, you know what, I'm just spending some quality time with my child, they're not going to get upset.
Oh, so we're talking about more of if, like, for example, me and you, how we both have a child, if we were talking to a single mother like that, instead of just like a normal guy that doesn't have any. Okay then. Yeah, 100% agree.
So I'm saying just more understanding of the situation. So when you cannot do stuff because you might have to do something for your child, they understand. It's not like, oh, you're always doing this. Oh, you're not making time for me.
Luckily enough, any girl that I've had a conversation with in the past, I've never had that sort of energy. You feel me? Like, oh, you're with your child. When are you going to spend time with me? I feel like with girls, on the other foot, I feel like girls might have that with guys. Some guys might be like, bro, like when you coming to see me?
Yeah.
Like when you coming to link me? Where, I don't know. Have you ever had that before? Like, have you had a girl be like, bro, you haven't?
Not necessarily.
Like straight or blunt?
Yeah,
Just
straight
like
or blunt.
digs.
But like little indirects where it's like, yeah. But true say, it's not a choice, innit? Like if I have my child, like you need to understand that, right, I'm a dad first. And then we can do something after. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I got responsibilities. Not saying that I will not make time for you, but it can't be all the time. It can't be just like that. Like, so that's what I'm saying. With girls, they fully, like more times, single mothers, they have their child all the time.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? Especially the ones where the dads don't step up.
Yeah.
So we need to be understanding to them as well when we're like, right, you want to do this? But you need to understand that they can say no because they can't get someone to watch their child or,
Of course.
do you know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. So the first one, the pro, is having an understanding
Of your situation.
of your situation of having a child yourself.
Having a child, yeah.
Okay, all right. I would say moving into a con.
Doing a con. You was ready for that, innit?
Yeah, I'm going to jump into a con. I would say, we just spoke about this baby father drama. You know how girls say, oh, I know a lot of girls, when I tell them, yeah, I've got a son, they always jump. I know they're automatically thinking, do you have baby mama drama? I wonder if he's got baby mama drama. I feel like that's one of the first things that they think. And for a guy, if we know that the girl is a single mother and they're not with their partner, then we automatically think, we automatically think, raw, what's the baby father like? Like, is he a mad one? Is he very protective? Does he think that there's still a chance with you two? Or I feel like that's one of the cons. You feel me? Because I've been in a situation where I was talking to a girl and man, it was just difficult. It was difficult, bro.
You know what? Talking about, obviously, baby fathers, isn't it? I've heard some stories. I'm like, what? Obviously, you always think like, right, like everyone's kind of like us, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like we step out, you know, like with us, obviously we have our mothers of our children and we just let them do what they want to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because like, right, it's your life, live your life. I'm not going to be a nuisance. Do you know what I'm saying? Whatever needs to be done for our children, we do that. But I'm not going to be a nuisance in your life and make your life difficult and make you want to be, no, be happy. Because I've always said, I don't want any of my baby mums to come back to me years down the line and say, oh, because of you,
this is why I'm here.
I couldn't do this.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? But
course.
man, like I say, that right there can be make or break. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you just don't want to put up with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, not going to go deep into it, but we've spoken to girls where the baby father's just turning up and he's just moving mad for no reason. Or
do you know what it is? It's just that certain baby fathers, I don't even like baby father. I don't like using that word baby father and baby mum, but certain fathers, they still feel like they have some form of link, some form of lock, some form of connection with their son or daughter's mother, where that's not even the case. She's probably moved on months, years ago, and he's still stuck. Like, yeah, you're like that's his possession. You feel me? So when he hears, oh, she's talking to someone, or that's when he starts to get. And I don't, not to be rude, but we all have baggage in our life, innit? And something like that is for a man, is extra baggage.
Like, don't get me wrong.
As men, sorry to cut you off. As men, we're men, innit? If we know another man's trying to step to us, you're like, what? It's just extra baggage, man. So,
no, word. Like, obviously, trying to put myself in that position, like, you would see your baby, mother of your child as yours. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't want nobody else to go there, be with her, make her happier than what you was making her. But also as well, obviously, some women won't help their self because all that on and off thing and still sleeping with each other, it's not easy to move on now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, with me, once we're finished, let's cut ties. Because just like what you said, like, when people hear, right, you have a baby mum, keep saying baby mum, or you have a baby mum.
It's hard to think of something else to say that.
When you have a baby mum, automatically the first question I get asked is, right, you still sleeping with her?
All the time. I got that today.
When I say no, they don't believe you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't believe you at all. Like, because I'm not in all of this mix-up thing. Because once you start mixing up, that's when the feelings get involved, and that's when people start moving a little bit tapped.
No, I agree with you. But no, I would say the con is definitely the father still thinking, you know, still being very possessive over the mother. Like, he hasn't let go, and he just ruins the relationship. Just ruins everything, man. The baby father just ruins everything, you know? So I'll definitely say that's a con. Moving into a pro is me knowing if she's a single mother, I know that, and she's a good single mother at that, because let's be real, might sound a bit mad, but not all single mothers are good mothers. Like, it might sound a bit, but it is true. Like, fathers, not all fathers, we're amazing fathers, fam, but not all fathers are like us. You feel me? So, talking to all the amazing single mothers out there, man, I don't know, man. I just have more respect for them. Like I just got more respect for them for being able to balance your lifestyle, your kid, making money, providing for your kid and yourself. Like, I don't know. The pro is that I just see the woman in a different light. Does that make sense?
It's not easy.
Like, I think very highly, because we're both fathers. We know what it is to have a child and deal with them. If they're doing it by themselves, you're like, oh shit, like, you're doing it by yourself, like, no weekends off. Like, you're dealing with that little gremlin, like, bloody hell, bro. So I've got nothing but respect, man. I say that's
what's that, a pro?
That's my pro, yeah. My pro is that if you are a single mother and you're an amazing single mother at that, I just look at them at a different light. I feel like any man would as well. Any man would.
No, 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you see a woman, just like what you said, and she's balancing. Gosh.
Yeah, balancing.
It's a drink. Everything, and looking like she's doing it very easy. Obviously, and we know it's not easy.
Yeah.
100% you have to give it up to that woman. Yeah, because it's not easy. It's not easy to be a full-time mum and work and do this and not complain as well. Do you know what I'm saying? This one, now this is going to sound a little bit, well, it's not going to sound a little bit mad, because this is like real life. If that child, so the woman's child, is very badly behaved. Now, don't get me wrong. If a child is very badly behaved, it can go two ways. If you're allowed to, I wouldn't say discipline, as in not hitting, but like you're allowed to obviously tell them off and, do you know what I'm saying? Like certain punishments that are within reason. It's a lot more easier, but I've spoken to people, and to be honest, someone very close to me who's going through this where his girl that he's with right now, like, it's always raw. Like, you're not doing for my son, like you're not treating my son like your son. But then when he tries to, it's like, oh, don't talk to my son like that.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So when it's like, you've got a badly behaved child, and then you're trying to deal with it, but the woman is not letting you deal with it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, that's my child. And then that right there causes so much conflict, because even with the child, children are not stupid.
Yeah.
They know, they can mess around and, you can't tell me off, because I'm just going to run back to my mum. Do you know what I'm saying? And that right there will cause a big divide within the household.
I can even add on to that, yeah? And again, I don't really know how this is going to come across, but this is just my perspective on all of this. If I was talking to a girl, she had a child, her child is just bad, and she's not parenting her child the correct way, I then take a step back and think, whoa, so if we had a child, do you know what I mean? Like, not saying that she's a bad parent, but in certain aspects, I would just be thinking to myself, do you know what I mean? I'll be questioning like, are you like that in a relationship as well? Like, are you very, So I think that's one of the cons, definitely, that if you see a single mother, you're getting to know her and her child is really bad, you know what they say, like your child reflects off, the parent and stuff, then it can make you question a few things, So,
and like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not going to always base it off
the child.
Or the child, or like the bad parenting. Sometimes it could be a lot of underlying issues, innit? Like, obviously,
No
dad
father.
not really around,
No
like
father
a lot
in
of
life.
things could have happened, domestic abuse, everything like that. Then obviously you accept that, innit? But if the child's obviously acting up and you have basically no power to, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even say, put the chocolate down or don't do this. The child's just going to be doing whatever. Like, I don't know about you, but me personally, I could never live like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine that, like, you try to tell off the child and they just point at you like, but you talking to?
Yeah, couldn't.
Call you by your first name.
Yeah.
Innit?
No, for real.
So I think that's definitely a con. Yeah, you know what? I got another pro. If you see, obviously, single mum, do you know what I'm saying? And she's doing like we said, a wonderful job raising her child in the right way. You know what? If I have a child with this girl, it should be the same. Do you know what I'm saying? Because she's a very good mother. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that right there can definitely be a pro. Well, it is a pro, not definitely. It is a pro.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know what I'm saying?
100%. No, I feel you on that. I got a con.
So you wanted to...
I got a con. No, another con just pops into my head. Now, again, this will come down to trust. It does come down to trust and the relationship you actually have with the single mother, how close you two are. But I'm saying more of the beginner stages. This is a con for a lot of men. And it's going back to the baby father. Are they still talking? Are they still, you know what I mean? Because I'm not going to lie, I feel like a lot of men, we've had a baby mother, or we had a son or daughter. We're not dating anyone else. She's still in the picture. You're very comfortable in it. That's your comfortability being with her. You go back and forth. So in my head, I'm thinking, like, are you doing that? Like, he comes over, are you doing that? So
Do you know what though? Like, speaking to a few girls, you know what I'm saying, that obviously have children and baby fathers, the word that always comes up is it's just comfortability. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them don't want to move on to something new. Because you move on to something new, it messes up now. I've been with someone new.
And it's added on another body count.
Exactly.
As well.
If they just go back to their baby father, it's like, you know what? I have needs. Let me go back to my baby father. Boom, boom, boom.
Exactly.
And then think. But that right there,
it's damaging, man.
It's short term. Do you know what I'm saying? You're thinking, all right, cool, my short term needs, but long term, and it brings back to another con where now that baby father, when you actually want to move on, he's still in the picture.
But that's going back to the first con.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It just goes like
that's
that.
That's why
like,
I said, so that short-term thinking
man.
is gonna mess you up in the long term. Because when you're, if you don't see yourself with your baby father, when you actually want to move on, there's a very, very small percentage of guys that are gonna be like, you know what, live your life, be happy. As we know, we've spoken to certain people and we've heard some crazy stories.
Oh, mate. Well, boy, man, I think we're gonna end it there, man. We went through a decent amount of cons, decent amount of pros. Like I said, this is just a male's perspective on the whole thing. Hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, share it with all your friends, and yeah, that's about it. Peace.